हेलो माय डियर मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर्स, हाउ आर यू ऑल? व्हाट्सअप, कैसे हैं सब लोग? अपोनकी में नाचें यल्लवनारू। Myself Chandrasekhar welcoming you all to this wonderful session after your GATE exam, which is very informative, which is very helpful for all the upcoming examination, because in today's session we are going to discuss the takeaways from your GATE 2024. I hope you must have given your GATE exam with your full potential and with your full efficiency, but the result is all dependent on the relative competition. Some of the students might get a very good result, some of the students might get an average result, or there are students who are not very much satisfied with their performance in the GATE exam. But whatever your performance was, you should not bother about that now, because you cannot change your performance, you cannot change your results. It is not in your hand. What was there in your hand was to give your 100% during your preparation as well as during your examination. So whatever the mistakes we have committed, or there might be some learnings from the examination. Examination always teach us various things which we can take away and we can apply, or we can improve ourselves based on our learning from the previous examination. So today's session will be all dedicated to the takeaways or the learnings from the GATE 2024. So that session will be divided into two parts. In the first part, I will be doing the analysis of GATE 2024 mechanical paper, and in the second part of the session, based on our analysis, we will try to find out some important highlights, important areas which we can work upon to have a better career in the near future. So before I start my session, please do let me know if my audio and visual quality are fine, so that we can start without any interruption. Am I properly audible and visible to all of you? Those who are watching me live, please do respond through the comment section so that we can start without any delay. Namaskar, Adab, Shubh Sandhya, good evening, Sat Sri Akal, Assalamu Alaikum, Wanakam. Please get yourself settled down, and if you have any query regarding your GATE 2024 or regarding your future examinations or your preparation or any solution, whatever your query is, you can just write that in the comment section. I will be more than happy to help you in every possible way so that your preparation journey becomes more smooth, more fruitful, more result oriented. All right. So before I start, let me quickly introduce myself. Most of the students already know me. My name is Chandrasekhar. I am mechanical engineering graduate from IIT Delhi. I have also cleared engineering services examination, which is conducted by UPSC. I have worked in Steel Authority of India Limited for a couple of years, and from last 11 years, I have been into teaching, guiding the students who are preparing for various competitive examinations, and I am quite comfortable in these many subjects of mechanical engineering: fluid mechanics, heat transfer, thermal, as well as industrial engineering. All right. So please do write in the comment section if my audio and visual quality are fine. Those who are here, am I properly audible and visible? You can always connect with me through my mail ID. This is my official mail ID, chandra.shekhar.7@byjus.com, or you can join me on the Telegram if you are not part of my Telegram channel yet. My Telegram channel is Mechanical by Chandrasekhar. The link is also there on the screen, or you can scan the given QR code to join me on the Telegram. So once you become part of my Telegram channel, there are a lot of students who are preparing for various competitive examination are already there in my Telegram channel. So once you become part of such a group who are having the similar mindset to crack the competitive examination for mechanical engineers, then it will definitely help you to boost up your confidence, to boost up your motivation, to improve your energy level to clear the examinations which are going to come in near future. Other than that, we will be providing you the notification of the various examination. The important questions will also be shared to you, and whatever your doubts are, doubt resolution, study notes, PDFs, all type of support, whatever you require from our side, guidance, the notes, study notes, and the question bank, doubts, everything will be discussed through the Telegram channel only. All right. So those who are preparing for GATE 2025, you should start your preparation as early as possible to become ahead of your competitors, because it is going to be a relative competition. So for those who are aspiring to crack or who are going to appear for GATE 2025, Abhinav Negi sir will be coming live on 21st of February. There will be an interactive live free workshop on our Byjus exam prep app at 7:30 p.m. on 21st Feb. He will be discussing the 7 very important tips and tricks to clear the GATE 2025 examination with flying colors. He is MTech from IIT Delhi and having more than 12 years of teaching experience. So his guidance, his important words of wisdom will help you to develop the right strategy to prepare in a right direction and get the best possible score. And the link to register yourself is already there in the description box. All right. So do not forget to be part of this workshop. Share this information to all the students who are going to appear for GATE 2025. And the first examination after the GATE examination, the nearest examination will be Engineering Services Prelims, which will be on 18th of Feb. Day after tomorrow. Day after tomorrow? Today is 15th. Yes, on Sunday, we will be live doing the exam analysis. So do not forget to, after the examination, do not forget to be part of this live analysis for Engineering Services examination on our Byjus YouTube channel. All right. And shall we start? Please make some noise, those who are watching me live. So as I told you, the first part of session will be dedicated to the analysis of GATE 2024, difficulty level, how the question paper was framed, was that balanced, or whether there were more numericals, more theoretical questions, NATs, etc. Everything we will discuss in the simplest possible manner, and then we will move to the learning from our GATE 2024 examination. Okay, so let me start with the beginning, that the weightage of each and every subject in GATE 2024. Let me tell you, IISc Bangalore had done the full justice to GATE exam paper. It was very well balanced. It was equal distribution of marks throughout the subjects, and there was not many surprises in the GATE examination. It was having the questions which were important, whatever the topics we have been discussing throughout the year, that these type of questions, these type of concepts are frequently asked in the GATE examination. Those concepts had been repeated in GATE 2024. So let me start with that. Small surprises are always there because GATE is always known for some twists, some surprising elements, and some new things. Every examination you will definitely find some new things in the examination paper, and otherwise overall the difficulty level was easy to moderate this time, because IISc Bangalore always known for making a difficult paper, but this time IISc Bangalore had made a very simple, I would say it is towards the easier side, and the cutoff or the maximum marks will definitely increase in GATE 2024. I am comparing with the previous year's papers. All right. So as usual, general aptitude, if we talk about that, general aptitude always carries the highest marks, 15 marks. There were 5 questions for 1 mark and there were 5 questions for 2 marks. Then the engineering mathematics. General aptitude and engineering mathematics are having more or less similar weightage. 5 1 mark questions and 4 2 marks questions. So engineering mathematics was having 13 marks and general aptitude was having 15 marks. This is the normal trend in previous years as well. And again, production, as usual in the technical part, production was the showstopper. 15 marks equal to the marks for general aptitude. Again, 5 marks, 1 mark question and 5 2 marks question. And after that, because the thermal engineering is involving the applications, so again the thermal engineering. So if you see these 4 subjects, they were carrying the highest marks in GATE 2024 paper. In technical, production, vast syllabus, very important subject for the GATE examination. Every time you find around 15 to 20 marks questions in GATE examination. So as usual, there was no surprise in that. Again, the thermal engineering, 10 marks were there. Normally, the weightage of thermal engineering is around 10 marks only. But the surprising element in thermal engineering was more questions were there from the basic thermodynamics rather than application of thermodynamics. In basic thermodynamics, how many questions were there? I think there from the basic thermodynamics, 5 marks were from basic thermodynamics, and then there was no question from RAC and IC engine. Neither any question was there from RAC, refrigeration and air conditioning. There was no question from IC engine as well. The question was there from Brayton cycle. 1 question was there from Brayton cycle. 1 question was there from the Rankine cycle. And there was 1 question MSQ from the compressible flow. So if I talk about thermodynamics, if I talk about basic thermodynamics, 5 marks, and applied thermodynamics, again 5 marks. There was a NAT question from the heat pump plus heat engine, combination of pump and an engine. Very simple question. These type of questions had been asked previously also. There was a question from the piston cylinder arrangement with a stopper. It means constant volume, constant pressure process. That is again very, very simple, and these type of questions were asked previously also. And there was a question from the Brayton cycle along with the regeneration. There was a question from Brayton cycle plus regeneration. There was a question from the Rankine cycle, which was theoretical. Rankine cycle question was theoretical, others are numerical. Theoretical question. And 1 question was from the compressible flow. The question was from the normal shock. So this is how the questions were asked from the thermal engineering. And after these 4 subjects, if we talk about the next important subject, that was, to our surprise, that was the heat transfer. If you observe from the last few years, couple of years, the heat transfer is getting the momentum, is gaining the popularity, is gaining more weightage in the GATE examination. It was for 9 marks, 3 1 mark question and 3 2 marks questions were there. And after the heat transfer, again surprising. Now, other than the heat transfer, there were The questions were 8 marks questions were there from the theory of machine, well expected. Industrial engineering and industrial engineering, yes, IM and OR, operation research, 8 marks. Again, these two, heat transfer and industrial engineering, are getting the momentum this time. 2 1 mark question and 3 2 marks question. Theory of machine is well expected. Now, what was another surprise was the strength of materials, which we always believe that it carries more weightage in the GATE examination, but it was carrying comparatively lesser weightage. Fluid mechanics, again, it was supposed to carry more weightage because this is fundamental subject, is carries only 5 marks. So more marks were there for industrial engineering and heat transfer. Material science, as usual, rarely questions are asked. Engineering mechanics also getting the momentum. So there are 3 subjects which are having more weightage than usual or than expected. One is the heat transfer, another was the industrial engineering, and the third one was engineering mechanics. Otherwise, the weightage of the other subjects, fluid mechanics and strength of materials, were supposed to have more weightage, but they did not carry much weightage. So this is how the distribution of marks was there. Good evening, Venkateshwaran. Yes, Venkatesh, GATE 2024 was comparatively easier than GATE 2023. Did you appear for GATE exam? Now, if I show you through the pie chart, look, aptitude 15%, production 15%, math 13%, and thermal 10%. If you see these 4 subjects had carried greater than 50% of the question paper. More than 50% of the question paper was from these 4 subjects. So these 4 subjects are very, very important for your upcoming GATE examination as well. Every time you will find these 4 subjects always carry more weightage or more than 50% weightage of the total paper. And the rest of the subjects, in rest of the subjects also, if you see industrial engineering, heat transfer, theory of machines, these were, and engineering mechanics we can also add, because the engineering mechanics is a smaller subject. So if the subject is very small and still it is having 6% weightage, then it is very good. Otherwise, SOM and fluid mechanics were disappointments this time. Machine design always carry 2 to 4 marks, so it was having 4%. So these were the distribution. Good. Now, if I divide these subjects in 3 major categories or 4 major categories, look, one category is production engineering, manufacturing. Another category is thermal and fluids. The third category is design engineering. And the fourth category is math and aptitude. If you observe, in manufacturing, I had involved, this was for material science. Material science was carrying 1 mark, and the production engineering had carried 15 marks, and then the industrial engineering carrying 8 marks. So the total marks for the entire manufacturing, which involves material science, industrial engineering, as well as production engineering, how much is that? That was 24 marks. Isn't it? Industrial engineering, manufacturing engineering, and material science combined together carry 24 marks of the paper. Now, thermal and fluids, if we talk about thermal and fluids, in thermal and fluids, the thermal engineering 10 marks, this is thermodynamics and applications, 10 marks, fluid mechanics carried 5 marks, and the heat transfer carried 9 marks. So thermodynamics and its application, fluid mechanics and hydraulic machine, along with the heat transfer, these were carrying, how much is that? 19 plus 5, 24 marks. So thermal and fluids also carried 24 marks. And if we talk about the design subject, engineering mechanics, 6 marks. Then strength of materials, again 6 marks. Then theory of machines and vibrations, it carried 8 marks. And machine design carried 4 marks. So these were all the design subjects: engineering mechanics, strength of materials, theory of machines and vibration, and machine design. Again, these carried 18 plus 6, 24 marks. Do you see that? So all these three important categories, manufacturing, thermal and fluids, and design, which are there for MTech. In these three categories, people do MTechs. Mechanical engineering MTech options are thermal, design, and manufacturing. So IIC Bangalore had done the full justice to these categories. And maths and aptitude 15 plus 20, 13 marks for math and 15 marks for aptitude. So that were that were 28. Right? Right. So this is how the distribution was. Now let us talk about the MCQs, MSQs and NATs. This time MSQs was a disappointment, or I would say it was a great thing that very less number of MSQs were there. There were only 2 MSQs. There were only 2 MSQs. Most of the questions were MCQs. There were how much? 39 questions. Around 60% of the paper contained MCQs, and there were around 24 questions were NATs, 24, and less than 40% or around 40%. 60% of the question paper was containing MCQs, 40% of the question paper was containing NATs, and only 2 questions were there. It is less than 2% were there as MSQs. So this was another surprising element, because students, most of the students always get afraid of MSQs. Now this is what our analysis is from the GATE 2024 examination. Let us now talk about the various takeaways. What are the learning from this paper? The first learning is each and every category is very important. All the categories have equal weightage, almost equal weightage. For an example, if we talk about the design subjects, what are the design subjects? Design subjects include engineering mechanics, strength of materials, theory of machines and vibration, and MD. They carried around 24 marks. Then the production, which involves material science, then production engineering, then industrial engineering, again 24 marks. And the third category is thermal and fluid, which involves thermodynamics and application, then FM and hydraulic machines, and then HMT, again carried 24 marks. And the last one is maths and aptitude. This always carry 28 marks, 13 plus 15. So this was the first learning. So every category is important, even though what might have happened, what might happen if the strength of materials is asked less in a particular examination, GATE examination, then the weightage of engineering mechanics might increase, or the weightage of theory of machines might increase if there is a less weightage of any particular subject in any particular category. Similarly, material science was not carrying the weightage, industrial engineering got more weightage. Similarly, in thermal and fluid mechanics and hydraulic machines was not having much weightage, but heat transfer carried more weightage. But overall category is having similar type of weightage in every GATE examination. That is number one. So each and every category is very important. Do not leave a particular category completely, right? Because each category is having equal weightage. Number two learning is what we always believe in GATE examination, the questions never get repeated. Yes, that is true. But every time we keep on telling the students, even though the questions never get repeated, but the concepts always get repeated. And that is why previous year questions practice is again very, very important for your GATE preparation. You cannot take a chance of skipping the PYQs. And moreover, whatever the PYQs or whatever the questions or the concepts had been asked in last 10 years, 90% of the questions will be based on those concepts, 90 to 95%. Only is one or two questions you may find the question which is beyond the concepts, beyond the concept which had been asked in previous 10 years. But that is very rare possibility. So always practice PYQs. Let me give you an example for that. This was the question asked. One of the question asked was this: velocity in fluid mechanics. In fluid mechanics, there was a question asked for an incompressible flow, we need to apply the continuity equation. We have to apply the continuity equation. Del u by del x plus del v by del y is equal to 0. We have solved n number of questions from this concept. So the concept got repeated again. Similarly, there was a question from the Rayleigh method, dimensional analysis. I am not going to solve the question, but there was a question from the dimensional analysis, and same question or similar type of question had been asked in recent previous GATE paper. If you go through that, in 23 only, there was a question asked from the same Rayleigh method. Even though the question have changed, but the concept applied is very much same. This was again the surprise in 2023 because students always had a belief that the Rayleigh method is too lengthy to be appeared in objective type of paper. But GATE made them feel wrong by giving a question, by framing a question, objective question from Rayleigh method. So again, it was not a surprise this time because people were well aware that there might be a question framed from the Rayleigh method. Any question, this type of question, this was the question from the heat transfer. If you see similar type of question, hemispherical furnace having a base, flat base and a curved surface, dome and the base, the net radiation heat exchange between the two surfaces. Similar type of question had been appeared previously also. And I must have solved the question, the previous year question in my sessions as well. So that is again got repeated. There is a question from the heat transfer again. There was a question from the heat generation. Very, very beautiful. This type of question had been asked previously also. Previously it was asked as common data question. There were two questions, but this time it was NAT type question. So again, it is important. Plane wall with heat generation is always an important concept to be asked in GATE examination. So that is the next learning from the GATE 2024, that always practice PYQs, whatever the even for all the other examination. For an example, you are going to appear for the BARC examination. There are examination in the pipeline. You should always practice PYQs to get an idea the type of the questions, the type of the concepts which are asked in the particular question. And the next takeaway is you should always focus on the quality rather than quantity. What does that mean? It means do not go behind completing the entire syllabus. Always people think, always students keep on thinking to cover the entire syllabus. Rather than covering the entire syllabus in GATE examination, more important is only 65 questions are there. So we cannot check the understanding from, we cannot frame a question from each and every corner. So more important is whatever the important topics are, you should develop the mastery, or you should develop the in-depth understanding in those particular concepts. Then only you will be able to perform better in the examination. Let me tell you, 80 to 90% of the question paper comes from 50% syllabus. So only 50% of syllabus will make 90% of your question paper. The remaining 50% of the syllabus will only contribute to 10% of the question paper. So that is not important. Do not run behind, do not go behind completing the rest of the 50% syllabus. Rather than you should focus on this 50%, which is most important for your GATE examinations. All right. So let us move further, but before that, there is an important announcement. I hope you guys are all aware that after the GATE examination, the next step is to get the right career or right institute or the right specialization or the right PSU as per your GATE score. For making your choice easier, we are running a series post-GATE sessions on our Byjus exam prep app. The sessions had already been started from 13th of Feb, but they are on Byjus exam prep app. If you are not having our app, please do download it from the Google Play Store, or you can find the link or bit.ly link in the description box of this session as well. So these all about IITs, previous year cutoffs, IITs, NITs, and PSUs, etc. will be shared through these sessions. And for GATE 2025 aspirants, we have recently started a series, Ground Zero series, where we are discussing the particular topic in detail as per our paid courses, which will give you an understanding from the basic to the advanced level for clearing the GATE examination. Again, these sessions are running on Byjus app. एजुकेशनल ट्यूब मेरा टेलीग्राम चैनल है, मैकेनिकल बाय चंद्रशेखर, उसको आप, दिस इज माय टेलीग्राम चैनल, और माय मेल आईडी इज chandra.shekhar7@byjus.com, और इस टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन कर लीजिए एंड देयर यू कैन हैव ए 1-to-1 डिस्कशन विद मी. ऑलराइट, लेट अस मूव फर्दर देन. So PYQs are important, and focus on the 50% important 50% of the syllabus. And the next learning is, do not ever skip the numerical practice. So many students keep on doing the revision again and again, but they do not practice the numericals. Most of the question paper was having the numericals only. Only few questions were there which are theoretical, which are not numericals. So you should always practice as many numericals as possible to improve your speed, to improve your accuracy, as well as to improve your in-depth understanding of the concepts. The next one important is, prioritize your subjects order for your preparation journey. The priority of the subjects depends on few things. Number one, the weightage of a particular subject in an examination. For an example, engineering mechanics is carrying more weightage these years. Heat transfer, industrial engineering, these are having more weightage. Second one is based on the paper, based on the subject, whether it is basic or advanced. If it is the basic or fundamental subject, you should prepare it first, then preparing for the advanced subject. For an example, For understanding the machine design, you need to have the understanding of strength of materials. And similarly, for understanding the strength of materials, you should have a prior understanding of engineering mechanics. Mathematics is basic subject, fundamental subject. Without mathematics, you cannot understand the engineering at all. So, the second order of priority is based on the fundamental subjects, or if it is advanced subject, you can prepare it later. So, these are the two major sequence or two major points to prioritize your subjects. All right. The next one is, whenever you revise a subject, you should have a multiple time revision. Then only you will develop the in-depth understanding. Then only you will get the confidence whether to leave a particular question in the examination or whether to attempt the question. Sometimes the questions are very lengthy in language. You might get afraid. But if you are having a proper and sufficient revision of each and every concept minutely, then you will not get trapped in the language of the questions. You will definitely be more confident to attempt the question or to leave the question to attempt in the last. And parallelly, you should prepare the short notes and formula, because there were questions which were formula based. Every time you will find the questions which are formula based. If you will start deriving the formula each and every time, you will not be able to complete your paper in the limited time frame. There are students who found the question paper not very lengthy, but yes, there are students who always had a feeling that the question paper was a little lengthy. It was not able to be completed within the limited time frame. Why there is a problem? Why there is a mixed opinion? Because those students who do not memorize the formula, do not remember the formula, or they get trapped in the wrong question selection, they waste their time and energy in a wrong question which should have been skipped in the first place. That is why they are not able to manage time properly. The next one is, the hard work is the only key to success. Hard work with consistency, regularity, and time management. You should keep yourself busy throughout the day. Either you should revise the subjects, or you should practice the PYQs, or you should practice some more, appear for the mock test. Whenever you will have a proper daily routine, then you will be able to utilize your time in the more fruitful manner, more judicious manner, and that time management building habit will help you in attempting the question paper in the final examination with ease as well. So hard work and the time management are again two important pillars to become successful. And last but not the least, your physical and mental fitness. You should keep your mind fit, active, positive, energetic, enthusiastic, and keep your body as well as fit to handle the pressure in the examination, to keep the demotivations, negativities away, to keep yourself calm, composed, and keep your preparation with the positive mindset. You should never give up. You should never feel demotivated. You should keep yourself motivated, and the motivation only develops from the physical and mental fitness. So these are the important highlights which we can always work upon if we want to have a bright and a successful career, successful future. All right. So I have told you in each and every session on the description box, you can find my bit.ly link. So if you will click on that bit.ly link, then you can download our Byjus exam prep app, also where we are giving you the important sessions which will be helping you to select the right career path based on your GATE 24 score, or there are sessions which are conducted for the upcoming examinations as well. And for 2025 and 2026 aspirants, we are running the paid courses. If you are interested, if you want to have a one-to-one guidance or counseling for our various courses which we are running, then you can give a call to the given number, or there is a counseling form in the description box. You can go through that counseling form as well. All right. So this is my contact number, email ID, or you can join me on the Telegram as well. लास्ट में सिर्फ मैं यही बोलना चाहूंगा बिफोर आई एंड माई सेशन, ना थके हैं कभी पैर, ना कभी हिम्मत हारी है। ना थके हैं कभी पैर, ना कभी हिम्मत हारी है। जज्बा है कुछ बनने का जिंदगी में, तभी तो सफर जारी है। सो इफ कीप योर सेल्फ मोटिवेटेड, कीप ऑन डूइंग द हार्ड वर्क until and unless you get your final destination, you achieve your final goal. With this note, let me take your leave. See you in the next such session. Till then, enjoy, take care, have a good day and a great career ahead. Thank you and Jai Hind.